Closed captioning for Valley Spotlight is provided by Homeplate Media.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
We are here at the Sunrise Inn of Warren. Cast of characters up early with us. This one's a cast of characters all by himself, but our usual Mike Case is on vacation, you guys.
We miss Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you for filling in.
Yeah, anytime.
We figured we'd come here to Sunrise Inn because, well, you guys feel like family.
Thank you.
And sometimes
We are family.
Yeah.
sometimes when you need family around you, that's where you need to go. And
Right.
I'm so grateful for you guys.
Likewise.
To be able to open the doors today and talk about some really exciting things that are happening, not just for our guys at the Sunrise Inn, but
Right.
also River Rock at the camp.
Yes.
And then, I don't know if you recognize this handsome young man over here, but Brett Miller is a talent and a wonder. We're going to have a little update on what you're working on.
All right, sounds good.
Does that sound all right?
That sounds all right.
I know it's early for him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Early for him.
We woke him about 4 hours
Yeah.
early today.
Yep.
Right? Okay, you
Good
can
to
have
go.
one of these Cadbury cream eggs.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Breakfast of the champions.
Right there. All
Every
right.
day.
Every day.
Every day.
I could eat one every day.
Mm.
You guys, we just came back from Cleveland.
Yep.
And
Yes.
tell me what it's like to go on into a different space, different market, and tell everybody about this 97-year tradition.
Well, you know, it's funny because we're going on 97 years, as you said, and you pick things up along the way. You meet great people. You learn as you go. The year I started, Thomas was born. That's crazy.
In the 1900s.
Yeah. But, you know, you grow, you do become family, and you get to show your product to a whole nother realm of people. And that's a great thing. It really is.
Now, you weren't there that day, Brett, but I got to see the reaction from the Cleveland Fox 8 team. And when you walk into that building, it's intimidating and it's big, and they were like, what happened?
They
you
were
guys?
all
Like,
over it. They were all over it. We walked in the door and literally we had 4 or 5 boxes, and 4 or 5 boxes it could have eaten the cardboard.
Yeah.
How quickly they scattered to the pizza. Like Bobby said, it's a generational thing, and it has taken on legs of its own. And the more we show it, the more people love it, and you could tell people loved it.
We cannot keep up with it. And I have to make mention that you guys are represented on the Italian Food Trail on behalf
Yes.
of the Trumbull County Tourism Bureau, and like watching that symbiotic relationship between all of our local restaurants here. You guys are like, the thing that it kind of happens around though.
It's a great thing that they do. Kudos to Beth, Samantha down there. They do awesome things down there. But it's a good thing for the community, and it keeps people engaged.
Yep. And we always want to include all of our fellow restaurants because, like you said, not just here, but we want them to succeed as well because independent restaurants, please support them. We couldn't do this without the people that walk through those doors every day.
We can't feed them all. We need everybody.
Tell me.
We're ready.
Yep.
May 30th is our first show. We will be kicking the season off with our good friends from Fins to the Left.
Sean.
Shout out Sean
Yep.
Lawless, one of our good friends. We love when he stops in.
Pretty much. Anyway, guys, there's so much more to get to. But first, Kenny's not here.
No.
Is that a good thing or a bad
Doesn't mean that
thing?
he's not on the show, guys.
Yes.
This deep dish pizza has put you guys on the map, and this is how it's made.
The deep dish pizza at Sunrise Inn, and Kenny's here, and it's one of those iconic Valley things you can't get anywhere.
No.
Like this side of Chicago.
Yeah, it's actually true.
And so I was wondering the origins and how it came about. So we started talking about it a little bit. We
Yeah.
thought it'd be a good story. So give me, when was this? When did you figure
Oh,
this
God,
out?
had to be about 1986 maybe.
Okay.
So I was in this booking joint in
Yeah.
Chicago. It was like a pizza shop in the front, booking joint in the back.
Okay.
I'm coming out front and I see this guy making this pizza and I says, what are we doing? So he showed me how to make it.
Okay.
So I played with it a little bit. You had to have certain pans and certain things. I brought it back. And when we first started, I would make like 20 in a day and advertise, and when we sell them, they were done. And then we taught everybody how to make them, you know, because it takes some time, and they're thick, and they take an hour to cook.
I was going to ask you that.
At the time, actually, I think we were in the other pizza shop still on the other side, and we had limited oven space. So if you get 12, 14 of these a time, it kills some of your ovens. So we have more ovens now. Before we just had the one oven open.
What was the response when you brought it back?
Well, nobody knew what the heck it was. You know what I mean? It's like, it was kind of cool. And you had to explain it, you know. Once you educated everybody about it, it's caught on, and now we sell a zillion of them. You can buy it by the slice at the bar. It's good, you know, on a plate with some sauce on it. And to me, like, you know, you have a party, you get 8 big slices, like 8 pieces of lasagna, and I can't remember how much it is.
You're good to go.
And you're good to go.
So how do you do it? Like you make the dough, it's just regular dough?
It's our regular pizza dough. You take like a pan like this. This is a smaller version. We do a large and a small. You layer, it's like lasagna. You put your pizza dough on the bottom. You put your sauce, and we make different kinds. We make them with spinach, which would be no sauce. A white one where you stuff it with hot peppers and olives and cheese and all that. This is the deluxe with pepperoni, sausage, mushroom, peppers. So what you see here, now you put your cheese in it, put another layer of dough.
Right, like the lid.
The lid. Then you cut a little hole in the top like a pie would be so it doesn't blow up on you.
Okay.
And then when it's done, you flip it and take it out of this pan, and I'll show you that in a minute. You put sauce on it and cheese, and you finish it off.
Okay.
Now, when you get this thing fresh out of the oven, it's hard to cut because it falls apart. You got to kind of let it set up for about 20 minutes.
So that's it takes a while.
It's an hour. It's an hour. And then by the time, if you're eating it here, you can cut it, but it kind of falls apart, but it's good hot out of the oven. If you take it home, by the time you get it home, chances are you're in good shape and it's really good.
I love it. So here we are, the deep dish pizza.
Deep dish pizza, and it's really, it's become a staple of, the Sunrise Inn. Before we were Briar Hill and the Greek pizza and all that. Well, this is a big part of what we do now.
Now you know the story behind it here at Sunrise Inn.
So you saw the process putting it together. So what's happening? Oops, wrong oven. Always go to the right oven. So now this is what it looks like with the sauce and the cheese on top. This one is stuffed with what? Meatballs and garlic and cheese and sauce, of course. So now what you do here is you cut it in half. We're going to cut it like a pie, but I'm just going to cut half of it. So go like that, go like this. We put on a little bit bigger plate, but that's what it looks like. And then if we have it on a bigger plate and you're eating it here, you cover it with sauce, and it truly, Mike, your mouth's watering, isn't it? Look at it.
It is good.
So it's really, really good. And we sell a ton of them. I like the one with the meatballs, the hot peppers, and the garlic. It's incredible.
Scan the on-screen QR code to see if Brightspeed is available in your area.
They are delicious, guys. You want to take a break?
Sure.
We're gonna eat some more after this. But we're gonna go eat up at the grocery outlet cabin with Chef Erik Hoover. So we'll take a time out, have Cadbury eggs. We'll be right back.
ESPN Mahoning Valley 94.7 FM and 1330 AM. Sports, talk, music, and more for the Valley.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In the Mahoning Valley, I work with Kelly Warren. She guarantees to sell your home at a price and a deadline you agree to, or she'll buy it. She can also give you an instant cash offer. Go to kellysoldit.com and find out how Kelly and her team can start working for you.
All right, here we go. We're unwrapping our very first Cadbury egg.
Are we eating them all?
The show. Yes.
Okay.
Everybody
Everybody gets to have an egg.
Okay.
So cheers to you guys.
Oh man.
The
Right?
heck? She's a pro at this.
I'm good.
I normally do
It's
it.
my favorite candy in the whole world. I used to save them and ration them out when I was a little kid.
Oh, you lot
Huh?
a lot more stability than myself. I would just eat the whole basket
Yeah.
at once.
Guys, do you know what goes really good with the Cadbury egg?
Oh boy.
Shot of Jameson.
Let's hear it.
Orange chicken.
Yes.
In the grocery outlet kitchen. This would make a very good dessert, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Woo, I love them. Let's go.
Let's go.
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
It's so good. It's so good. I love them. That darn bunny. Look who it is. The one and only Erik Hoover.
Yes, I'm back.
You're back for another recipe.
That's right. The $25 challenge, round 3, 4. I don't know.
Can you do it?
I did it. Not only
And
can I
then
do it, but
some.
I did it and some, and you will see.
All right, what are we making today and why does it smell so good? And it feels like something that my entire family, even my very moderately picky family, is going to like.
Well, I'm getting to know you a little bit better, and I hope that I nailed this one. You know, you and Mike are different people, and you eat different things. I get
we
the
do.
impression.
Yeah.
As a chef, it's kind of my job to know the customer. So for this, you're my customer, and I'm imagining I'm feeding your family.
Right.
What might you like?
Chicken,
You and
chicken.
Fred, what might, right?
Yes.
So this is a real simple sheet pan chicken. It's a put everything on the sheet pan, roast it, and then eat it with rice. Because it has very easy, simple ingredients. What didn't cost a lot of money. This does not have very many prepared items, mostly fresh ingredients, which we can get to right now.
Right, I was gonna say, when you were talking us through the whole reasons why you were doing this is because you wanted to focus on the freshness.
Yeah.
And it smells like heaven.
I walked through a grocery outlet a few times now. We went back. I personally shopped there for my own stuff, and I kind of clocked what they had. And they had fresh garlic. They had all kinds of fresh fruit and produce, fresh ginger. Not everybody has ginger ready to go. And so I clocked that. They had some really tasty looking creamed honey.
Look at that.
Which I thought, that's neat. Let's use that. And it doesn't cost a lot of money. It's easy.
All right. So the grand total, of course, was for the whole thing.
So this entree, let's call it the entree, $14.20.
That means there might be more.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what are we doing here?
So all right, so here we go. We are gonna do, tell me when we're about a tablespoon.
I would say that's a table.
About a tablespoon of olive oil.
Don't judge me, Ron. I'm not good on measurements.
We are going, this was like about a 1-inch nub of ginger.
Okay.
That,
Nub
yeah,
it?
you can. Let me scoop it
Let
for
the chef nub it.
you. Ginger, we're gonna use half this garlic. I'll explain why in a minute.
Don't let me near
About
the
half
other
of it.
half, right?
And we're gonna use all of the orange zest. So, and I was saying the zester that I use is actually from 1995 when I went to culinary school. Believe it or not, it broke on camera, of course. Well, and it breaks all the time, just like me, but it's okay.
I highly
But it
doubt
still
that.
works. Look, we're gonna do.
Woo!
I don't know. You came in a little bit sour today. So
I did. I need a little bit sweet.
Yeah, we're gonna put a little, slightly more.
How could I
That's a generous third cup, right?
Is it because I had to park at the bait shop?
Yes. You didn't give me any night crawlers like I asked you to. All right.
Darn it. Up next on the grocery outlet kitchen. Just kidding, guys. Just joking. Ooh, wow.
All right. We're gonna do. It calls for. This isn't gonna hurt anything by putting just a little bit of extra juice.
We're doing the
And for everybody at home, I'm cooking for my family. This is all getting cooked. That's why I'm not wearing gloves. Okay.
Right.
This is an
is
item
the
that is
family.
going to get cooked. Don't do this either. See what I'm doing? Bad. Okay.
All
Now,
right. So this is our homemade fresh marinade.
Yeah.
And,
And-
the chicken.
You should do this. We're gonna do it quick, down and dirty. If it were me, you can put that right in there.
Right.
And we're gonna add, I almost forgot,
A little bit of salt.
good pinch of salt and a good old amount of black pepper.
Very nice.
And then if you clear that stuff kind of off there, we'll just do this. Because we're gonna use that for the broccoli.
Okay.
We're gonna put the chicken. You don't have to put it in a bag. I'm imagining that I was doing this before work or something, or before I left for the house for the morning, whatever.
So the marinade kind of gets in there while you're doing your thing and come home and it's ready to go.
Yep. Let's see. And we're just gonna let it, toss it around. Okay.
This is my kind of cooking. Toss it in the bag and throw it around. You know,
Do me a favor.
they're understanding us. Really, really great on this show.
This is great. Doesn't leak all over your fridge. Throw it in there.
I don't want that either.
Do this. Press out all the air.
We coming over here?
Poor man's vacuum seal. Okay. That bowl can go right there if you don't mind.
Got it.
And we're gonna do
Oh. A little bit more olive.
just a little bit olive oil, and then if you wouldn't mind, grab that broccoli and just dump it in there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so fresh. So really good. Really nice.
A good amount. I want a good amount of salt and some pepper, and that's what the rest of the garlic's for.
Oh.
So I'll do the, you don't have to get messy fingers.
I can do that.
You want to mix it up?
Have you seen my fingers?
Yeah, mix it up. We're just gonna mix that up, and if you would, put that kind of on the edges
Okay.
around the sheet pan, and there's a reason why, I would think.
Can I just go like this?
You totally
Is
can.
that okay? Oops, sorry, Ron.
Leave room in the center for the chicken. When I put that chicken on there, it's gonna have juice and stuff all over it. We want the juice in the center, and I love it when broccoli gets a little bit charred.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go like
Just
this.
dump it on, and I'll scoot it out later. Then we'll do like one of these.
Very, very, very pretty.
And then we're imagining it's marinated, right? I want all of this. Don't waste any of this stuff.
No, you don't. That looks
All right.
absolutely stunning. Where's Lauren Cam? Hold on. Where's the Lauren Cam when we need it? Oh my gosh.
Okay. Something like that.
You could even have like company over with that. I feel like that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, our grocery outlet gang, you guys have outdone yourselves.
We are gonna go a hot oven.
Okay, how hot?
I like high heat on chicken.
All right.
So we want 400 degrees, and this is gonna go for, I'm guessing 15 to 20 minutes. You wanna cook this until the chicken reads 165, folks, okay?
165, you heard it here first.
165 in the middle.
All right, we going here?
Yep, we're going
All right.
right in the oven.
Through the magic of television.
We're ready. So,
It's like a magical moment
Yeah.
here at the grocery outlet kitchen.
oh, here's what we're doing. I want to show
are we
you.
doing?
It's a little trick, not a big trick, just a little trick.
I love tricks.
It's just, yeah, just use any kind of a vessel, and let's see if I can get it to do it. There you go.
Voila.
And you can,
Now that is something your kids are going to want to eat.
well, yeah.
Mine, definitely.
Well, we all eat with our eyes first.
We do.
So
Okay.
we got,
So we've got the orange chicken. We've got
Yes.
broccoli.
yeah, we've got real simple broccoli. Here, that's probably too much.
No, it's not.
We're not.
Perfect.
All right, and we'll start with, and this is how you, whoops, see, there you go. Okay, that's the dish. That's the dish. And it was $14.
$14
$14.20.
for just the entree. But wait.
Yeah, the entree and rice. We didn't talk about it, but I served this with rice on the side. I didn't show you how to make rice. Very, very simple. My machine made it for me.
Yeah, just hit the
Secret,
button.
okay.
Hit the button.
But I just so happened, and they're not going to have this all the time, but they were having a sale. I got some vegetable spring rolls for $1.29. You know, an extra $1.29 for some spring rolls. And there was enough left over. Apple crisp mix $2.99 and apples $3.99.
You did all of this for under $25?
Yeah, $22.47 to be precise.
That
Done.
is winning. If I've ever seen it, can we cheers? I was gonna say.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
all right, cheers.
I wasn't gonna do it. And then I got nervous. Because I was like, you didn't even get to eat your own food yet because it's that good. Did you try it yet?
Not yet.
It's so good.
Okay.
Honest to goodness, this is very good.
Not
Very
bad.
good. You got this out of the park. Really. Eric, thank you so much. Log on to valleyspotlight.com. If you have any ideas for a recipe that maybe you could try in the kitchen as you guys are shopping at our local grocery outlets, we're so glad to have them. And she's still doing because it's really good, man.
It is good. That chicken's very
Flavor,
good.
yo. Really nice. Oh, that orange, the ginger, amazing. Go online, check out the recipe, and then submit one if you want to.
Please.
If you want
Yeah.
to make it.
Gosh, what was the dude's name? Somebody reached out and wanted tri-tip.
Oh, all right.
They do have tri-tip. You can't find tri-tip a lot of places. They had it. So that one might be coming up. Pricey. Hard to get on the budget.
Here's a tip. I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. 200 shows. Can you believe this? All right.
Whoa.
I know.
Your eyes are two of the most important parts of your body, so it's best to take care of them. Optical Solutions in the Austintown Plaza offers comprehensive eye exams, medical eye care, LASIK and cataract evaluation, and more. Contact lenses in all types, plus eyewear from budget to designer frames. Optical Solutions is your complete eye care destination. Covered by most insurance carriers, contact Optical Solutions today to make your appointment. 330-797-8780.
Hello, Eric and Sarah from Grocery Outlet in Boardman and Newcastle. We have a great deal on Easter hams. When you spend $50, not including the price of the ham, you get the ham for 67 cents a pound. This ham would be $6 after the discount. We also have a great selection of candy. And finally, for your convenience, we'll be open on Easter Sunday this year from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Have a great, happy Easter.
Grocery Outlet. You'll save on groceries like never before in Boardman and Newcastle.
Well, Cal, this is quite the find. It's Kelly Warren. Hello, Warren and Associates. What's up, sister?
We're here selling houses.
Is just the cutest of patootie places.
It is, yes.
And I have to say, when I walked in, and I was just taken aback by the fact that you can like really get such good flow from the outdoor space to the indoor space to the cooking space to the dining space.
Yep, perfect for entertaining.
So much
Yeah.
space. When you see a house like this, that the square footage is roughly
1,200-ish.
not a whole lot, but it feels so much bigger.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
Yeah.
It's like magic.
A nice layout,
Yeah.
nice space for entertaining and for all your different areas and everything that you need. And then in addition to size and layout, this is like right by Mill Creek Park.
Yes.
So,
When we say location, location, where is this one? Because this one is right where you want to be.
We're at 724 South Bella Vista in Youngstown, and you've got the short holes and trails and down by the Goldfish Pond, like everything is right here. Easy access to 680.
You can
So
literally see it out this front room window here that the park is just a few feet away. And for someone who used to live by Mill Creek Park, it is such an asset. It just makes you feel good.
it is. And we're in the very low 100s here, which is, you know, affordability in the valley. We were just talking about that last week, and how important that is and what you can get for a starter home and everything. So Perfect when you're looking at this price range.
Right. When people, I mean, it depends on where you are in your life, but when you hear $100,000, that can sound like a ton of money for first-time home buyers. But there's a lot of programs that bring that kind of, mortgage payment down to something that can be less than rent.
Yes.
Can you say that out
It
loud?
is less than rent, and of course you can get the Youngstown grant right now too with it. So perfect. Yes.
Even on this one?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I think whenever I think of the Youngstown grant, I think like we have to be even closer.
No, we're here.
Oh my gosh. What a deal. No wonder why she wanted us to come out here. Okay. Give everybody the details on how to get a hold of you guys.
Of course.
This is the time to sell. I think interest rates are looking good, right?
It is. We're right into the beginning of the spring market. You can find us online at kellysoldit.com. You can call or text 330-717-2689.
It's like she's done this before, but I don't know, Kel. I don't think I tell you often enough. You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
No, I really don't. But you know what? We'll put a pin in that and we'll see you next time, okay? Welcome back to Valley Spotlight. We have some fill-in guest hosts today while Michael is on vacation. Thank you guys for being with me.
Thanks for having us. We'll do our part, I guess.
Just telling the guys, Ron and I, about this Golden Age vintage cheese shop that we have featured on the show before. And the guy, if you haven't been there yet, you have to go. And then, once you make it into the store, you can meander through it, and then it's going to be Golden Age vintage shop. There's going to be amazing things that are artists, local foods, local
Candies?
local.
Love that.
Musician type things. You never know what you're going to see there. We're so proud of that. Congratulations, Linda.
What started as extra warehouse space has turned into something much bigger. Inside Golden Age Vintage Marketplace, rows of booths are filling with handmade goods, vintage finds, and local creations.
With Sweet Memories Vintage Teas, we kept expanding. First we had candy, then we brought in toys, and one day last year I was looking around my storage space and I was like, this space is being underutilized. We get a lot of vendors that come in and ask if they could set up at the counter and sell their cookies or different things and soaps, and I just thought it'd be a really great opportunity to take my warehouse space and convert it into a small business retail incubator where we can support local artists and businesses in the community, where they can rent space and maximize on the traffic flow that's coming through our store.
The Golden Age Vintage Marketplace is preparing for its grand opening, and inside you'll find everything from handcrafted art to nostalgic soda, all under one roof. Barton says the idea grew naturally after years of expanding her store and seeing demand from local makers looking for a place to sell.
You know, it's really hard nowadays to get your products into like some of the larger retail markets like Walmart or Myers or Giant Eagle. So we are really leaning on these types of markets and opportunities that Linda's giving us.
The new 4,000 square foot space brings together artists, curators, entrepreneurs, each with their own themed booth.
All of the spaces have to be a theme. They have to be an experience for people, you know, so when you come in and you just see pickles on a shelf, it doesn't make them feel anything. I said, so when I think of, because I'm a big word association, when I see pickles, I think of my father that made pickles, and I thought about him making his sauerkraut and pickles, and then every time I'd visit, he'd go down in the root cellar and give me a jar, and it was like a jar of love, you know? So, you know, if you want to build a space that's called Root Cellar, and you want to get other people to collectively bring in their products, I said, that would make sense, you know, but people have to see something and it needs to invoke an emotion. And I think that in today's society, when everyone's shopping on Amazon, and everyone's shopping online, you know, stores aren't creating experiences for people that, you know, tie into their heartstrings or their memories or their, you know, sensories. It's just more like, you know, going to the store. It doesn't invoke anything.
But the marketplace is also rooted in history. Barton revived the Golden Age soda brand, originally founded in Youngstown, and turned that discovery into a tribute.
When we launched the Golden Age soda brand in June, I was lucky enough to get a call from the great-grandson of the founder, and he, you know, he said, thank you for carrying on my grandfather's legacy. And it just, that resonated with me. So I was like, I'm going to put together a tribute wall for the family. Well, the wall turned into a hall because I'm a go big or go home person. But the whole entrepreneurialism of what they created in the community is what I want to pass on to other small businesses.
That entrepreneurial spirit is already taking shape. For many vendors, it's their first chance to showcase their work.
Linda, when she approached us, we're like, because I'll make this stuff and then it'll be piling up in my garage, or I'll give it away as gifts. And now I actually have somewhere to display it. And same with Connie.
Yeah, this is the first time we were actually selling our stuff in a vendor's area.
This is a first, so we're excited.
The handcrafted pieces range from welded garden art to wooden decor, all inspired by personal passions.
So I try to show the beauty in nature with driftwood, the birds, the flowers, and all that. I started welding about 5 years ago, and I just did it as a hobby. And I finally when they closed Ward Bakery down, I wound up partnering with Tony Armini, and now me and him share a shop, and I started doing this.
And that's exactly the environment Barton hoped to create, one built around experience and community connections. With booths filling quickly and vendors already collaborating, the marketplace is becoming more than just a place to shop. It's becoming a community for real success.
When I put the post out about the space here, we went on a premise of, we're only going to bring in one person per category because we want them to collaborate versus compete with each other. And the synergy that's happening when people are coming in and the support they're getting and following each other and the friends they're making and the networking, it's awesome,
And when the doors officially open, Barton hopes visitors feel something more than just nostalgia. The Golden Age Vintage Marketplace will hold its grand opening on April 10th at 10 a.m. The first 100 visitors will receive special giveaway items, and organizers say more local vendors are already signing up.
Golden Age Marketplace. You guys put it on your list of things to do.
Done.
For real.
Looking forward to it.
You guys can all go together.
I
Make a
need some bottle caps. I need the candy. I need the candy.
Yep.
And then after you make a stop there, how about some Easter bread?
Oh, I do love Easter bread. It's a Greek thing.
It's the season for Easter bread, and wait till you see how talented Michael is when it comes to baking. Okay, you might be talented here. He's talented here.
He's talented there.
All right, as we get ready for Easter, we stop by the Nemenz IGA here in Struthers with Ron Runyon, who has been working here how long in the bakery?
Oh, about 25 years.
Did you want to be in the bakery, or did they put you in the bakery when you first started?
They actually, I actually worked here as the young man.
Yeah.
Left here, went to a different bakery. I honed my skills. I learned breads and everything. And then I came back and been here since then.
This is a very famous, I've heard that this bakery has the best sheet cakes in all the town. Did you hear that too?
Yes, with the cakes is one of our biggest draws. But Easter time, this is our biggest draw.
This is it. This is Easter bread.
Yes.
Is it your recipe or like the company's recipe?
Mine.
How did you come? Oh, you came up with it.
Yes, I have.
Family?
No, I actually brought it here. I got it off of a old Italian guy and kept it since then. And most of the stuff I do, I try and use an Italian recipe.
All right, and so we're gonna make some today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have all the stuff. Tell me what's in the containers and in the pitchers.
Okay, and here we have your sugar, your salt, your margarine, your yeast, your milk powder.
Okay.
We're gonna add that. Then we have our oil, eggs, and what I add, which is a unique thing, is orange juice.
A little bit of sweetness there with the orange juice, right? Okay,
So,
should we get started?
Let's do this.
All right, so we're gonna put it in this thing. This looks like it's been around a little bit too.
It's older than us. Honestly, it really is.
I love it.
I'm gonna turn this on.
Okay.
Raise it up the rest of the way. I'm gonna begin to add all my liquid.
Okay.
And that grinding sound tells you it's up all the way.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go ahead. I'll let you do
the orange juice.
Yep.
All right. So you don't have to start it. You can.
I
put all
will.
the stuff
I will
in.
in just a second because Rod's gonna add water
Okay.
to it. So Okay, I'll let you add that. I'm
right.
going to begin to put the water in this, okay?
Okay, and I'll
So
put
we're
in the
gonna-
eggs. How many eggs?
Put it, 3 pounds. You can add that all.
All right, they are in.
Okay, now you can't have Easter bread without having blandness oil, and that's what this is.
Okay.
So, and a little bit of anise oil goes a long way.
Yeah, it does. It does.
You can actually smell it, and I'm sorry, I got to reach around you and get.
That's okay.
The other 2 things we need.
All right.
The vanilla, just a couple. And this is very powerful. This is the only thing. This is yellow food coloring.
Oh, a little bit of
want-
coloring.
You just need a dab of it. A little bit of this goes a long ways.
Okay.
And let's get the water and we're all set.
All right. Oh, it's already filled up. Here
So
we
this
go.
one. Okay, now what I am going to do I am going to begin this so it doesn't come out. So I got to begin it slow.
All right, crank it up.
Then there we go.
And I have the water.
Yep. So you add that while it's mixing. Yep.
Okay. So how many loaves will this make?
80.
80 loaves. Do people stop you and say, thank you for doing this because I'm sick of making it at my house?
Yes, I actually get that and we need more.
Oh, we do?
We're going to go up to right here,
Okay.
5 pounds more.
That's interesting. You do it by pounds.
Yes.
Like that.
And when you do it in large bulk, you always do it by pounds or gallons. When you are making 5 or 6 loaves, then you use ounces.
Okay.
But the fact we're making 80 loaves, you go by pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And like when we do our Italian bread, we go by gallons because we make 140 loaves at a time.
Holy cow.
So that's when you go by gallons.
Do you are you here every day, like 7 days a week?
Sometimes 7, typically 6. I hope to keep it at 6. There are times I go up to 7 days.
All right.
Go ahead, add that.
and dump it?
Yep, I'm going to begin this up.
Okay, and how long will that stir?
15.
15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Okay, and this is what comes out?
Yes, that is the actual dough after it's mixed for the full 15 minutes.
Now I see the raisins in here.
Yes, I have them in the sink soaking.
Okay, so you add
In a
them
bowl.
later.
Yes, I add that after this is mixed for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, now these weigh 1 pound, 5 ounces.
Okay.
So basically take a softball sized dough, put it on there and
If it balances out?
Yep, so it's close, so there, it's balanced out right on. So
Wow.
set
Well,
it
you should be
aside.
pretty good at it by now.
Yes, I've done this. I've done this once or twice, or maybe like a million times. Then same thing, cut it softball. That's a little big. Then just keep taking a little bit off until there.
How hot are your ovens when you put it in?
350.
350,
Yeah.
just like everybody else.
Yep, and this will bake for 20.
Okay. Do these have to rise up or anything once you're done with that, or once you?
It actually rolls. I have to let this sit for about 2 hours.
Okay.
I'm going to jump this up into second gear now.
Oh yeah, fire it up.
So
here we go.
I set the timer and it's 15 minutes and let it. Do you want to go ahead and?
I'll try one. I'll try one.
Try and cut it or?
Yeah.
Let me set
I've been
timer.
watching you.
Oh, look at that.
Is that it? Pretty good? Too much?
Yes. Do you want a job?
No. I mean, yeah.
That's right on.
And then what? We just put it in a circle?
Yes. This, you really want to ball it under. Take 2 hands.
Okay.
And just push down and go around.
Like that?
Yes. Not bad.
I did meatballs once at Vernon's, but I've
There
never
you
done
go.
bread before.
And
how's that?
That's good.
All right.
So.
Okay, and then they come out and then they look like that, right?
That's your finished. That is your finished product.
So
right there.
let's get to the business part of this. If people want one of these, do they have to order them ahead, or can they, or should they just come in and pick them up?
Either or. I have them for every day.
Okay.
And you can either order them, call ahead, order them, or you can just show up. I carry them with and without raisins. And I also make it with and without the anise.
Oh, okay, very good.
Not everyone likes
Not
the
everybody
anise.
likes the flavoring. That's right.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then you told me before, you'll have them after Easter too, if you still got to get that fixed.
I'll have them the weekend
after.
Yes.
Very good.
So on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, after Easter, I'll have them all 3 days.
You have a lot of work to do. I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you. This
All right.
is one of the best bakeries in town, this bakery in Struthers, the Nemenz IGA. Make sure you get out here and get your Easter bread.
Angels for Animals' gigantic garage sale is April 17th through the 19th at the fairgrounds. Incredible buys, great food, and raffles. For more information, to donate items or to volunteer, scan the QR code or visit angelsforanimals.org.
Safety is our top priority at Barina's Automotive Center when we're taking care of your vehicle. We invest in the latest equipment to service the newest makes and models and keep our team's education up to date on the latest skills and techniques. At Barina's, we provide a free digital vehicle safety inspection so you can actually see what we see and understand our recommendations. Barina's Automotive Center on Robbins Avenue in Niles. Call 330-652-AUTO today and get your car back on the road safe and sound.
Welcome back to a very special edition of Valley Spotlight with some guest hosts that I'm so lucky to have you guys here with us today.
Very special.
Did you guys know that I like a good deal, a bargain?
Oh, we love it.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you like a bargain?
Absolutely.
Bargain?
Oh, yeah.
That's why you come to the sunrise.
No,
of course.
It's still a little bit early for him. So we're gonna get a cup of coffee and then we're gonna go to the Habitat for Humanity store. Okay?
All right.
You coffee, we'll shop.
Sweet. Good deal. Let's get to it.
Walk through the doors of the Struthers Restore, and you never quite know what you'll find. From furniture to fixtures to vintage lighting and even rare antiques, every item here has a story.
A typical day is pretty hectic. It's ever changing. We always get great new things in. We also accept donations throughout the week, so Wednesday through Saturday, 9 to 3, so you never know what you're gonna find. It could be here, in the morning, gone at night, and then you get the same, you just never know.
Located on Youngstown Poland Road, the store accepts donations from across Mahoning, Trumbull, and Columbiana counties, and sometimes even beyond.
We accept donations throughout Mahoning, Trumbull, and Columbiana counties. We get things in like building materials. We get tons of really awesome antiques in. Just recently opened an eBay store for our store so that people, all over the country can actually take a look, because we get some really cool things here, especially, living in the Midwest. We get in, housewares, kitchen goods, decor, linens, pretty much anything that you could think of that you would need in your home, we have.
And if you have something large to donate, they'll even come to you.
We offer a free pickup service for large items only, so furniture, appliances, a mass quantity of building materials. We just ask that they're gently used in good sellable condition and that they are located outside of the home for us to pick up, just for safety precautions.
Behind the sales floor is where the magic really happens. Items are cleaned, sanitized, tested, and priced before even making it onto the floor.
It's the secret place where all the cool things come in. No, that's our donation processing area, our warehouse. We're very blessed to have a giant warehouse. A lot of restores that I visited do not have the space that we have. That's why we can do pickups 4 or 5 days a week, et cetera. We could accept large things from corporations, Lowe's, that kind of stuff. But that's where we process things. We have a process with our soft furniture. Everything has to be sanitized with something called SteriFab. That's mandated through the state. It's where we price things, we clean things, we make sure things are functioning properly.
Make sure the parts are all there. If it's missing some parts, I make sure that I mark it down so that the customer knows that it's only partial and it's for parts only.
But the real impact goes far beyond the store itself. Every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity's local building efforts.
This store not only helps, with the construction costs and our home building program, but we also offer, great, awesome things at a fraction of retail cost, for people who, have pets or have dogs or who just like to reuse, recycle, just like, that's how I am. You could find a couch in here for, $85 and even less, depending on the quality.
And sometimes the finds are worth far more.
Recently, we got, I guess, the most valuable thing would be a legit Tiffany's vase that's going for over $2,000. I have found, we have I think our lighting section is top notch. There's lighting out there that's, vintage, Italian, goes for thousands. That's one of the things that I have found that's like the most beautiful that will be in my home one day.
It's a treasure hunt with purpose. Donations help keep items out of landfills while giving them a second life in someone else's home.
We do have quite a few children, I guess, grown children that call and say, my mom, my dad, they wanted all the things to go to Habitat for Humanity, and then we usually hook them up. We'll schedule a pickup. Everything is tax deductible as well. We will give you a write-off for your taxes. But I hear that every day, that somebody wants their things to specifically come to Habitat.
With donations arriving daily, the store continues to grow, just like the homes it helps build.
So coming up, we're doing groundbreaking in Warren, and that is going to be March 31st at 4 p.m. And I think our schedule, we're set, I don't want to say exactly, but I think we're set to do 3 or 4 builds this year. So that's definitely our next project. We're looking forward to it.
And with forward thinking just like that, that's why people keep coming back. Because here, every bargain builds something bigger. For more information, visit habitatmahoning.org.
I love stores like that. I've gone to that store so many times. So thank you guys for, welcoming us and doing what you do. I'm honored to be able to introduce you guys and tell you more about somebody named Scott Schulik. If you're in the Youngstown area, you've probably heard that name before. He's literally one of the busiest people I've ever met.
So I've heard.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're busy, I'm busy, you're really busy.
And there's Scott.
You put all our busy together and you still don't even come close to busy.
It's the kind of change you don't always notice at first. Fresh sidewalks, new lighting, cleaner corners, and spaces designed for people to gather. But for those who live and work in Youngstown, the transformation has been impossible to miss.
When you look back over the history of our cityscape organization, and it truly started with a dozen people, brooms, rakes, and a few flats of flowers downtown, cleaning up.
Flowers and plants and a clean environment also lends a way of feeling secure.
Behind so much of that security is Scott Schulik, a name now synonymous with community-driven improvement and a vision rooted in the idea that small changes can spark big results.
I would say his focus and mine also, it's what's going to enhance and improve the community in which we live in. And that's the main focus. That's why anything that he's involved in, that's it. That's what it deals with. Whatever's going to improve this community itself. He lives in this community, he works in this community, and beside his family, which I know is number one, and his job, of course, what's best for this community, I'm going to say, is we will put that as number 3.
Schulik's approach has never been about top-down planning. Instead, he's focused on grassroots collaboration, working with business owners, residents, and local leaders to reimagine what the streetscape could become.
Coming out of COVID, I think we had over 1,000 people. I wondered if we could maintain that. Last year, we were over 1,000 again. People in our valley are good people, and they want to help. They want to be a part of something. Streetscape Day is something that you could come and do in a day, and you can see your work.
29 years of work have improved walkability, created welcoming storefronts, and public spaces that invite people to stay a while. Each step forward has helped build a stronger sense of place. And those improvements aren't just aesthetic, they're economic.
First of all, we need our businesses. We need a Steel Light headquarters. We want a Cavelli Center bringing thousands of people throughout a year. We want a university that has all the programs that Youngstown State offers us. We want our downtown restaurants.
It's that combination of vision and hands-on effort that's earning Schulik the Grassroots Streetscape Award, recognition for work that's been driven by not headlines, but by consistency.
When you saw it before, it's night and day. And to think about where the city would be without Youngstown Cityscape and people like Scott Schulik, it's a little terrifying to think of. And we're grateful for him. We wish that we could duplicate his efforts and continue to look for other advocates that would be willing to be able to step up and to be able to help move our community forward.
And while the award highlights one person, Schulik wasn't quick to jump to take the credit. But he is quick to jump into action. And that level of energy, that level of commitment, well, you can feel it the second he walks in the room.
He rapidly does everything. I think that's why he moves so fast, because he wants to get everything done. He wants to do good at everything that he works at.
He doesn't walk into a meeting, he flies into the meeting, and he is usually out the door as it's ending. He's one of the only people that actually still carries a paper calendar on him. So it's not only in his phone, but every night he is updating that calendar. He's printing it out, and it's right here in his coat pocket because it's a packed schedule.
The best schedules and streetscapes aren't designed by one voice. They're shaped by a community working together. What started with simple conversations has grown into visible change and momentum that continues to build block by block. For Schulik, the recognition is meaningful, but the real reward is watching people reconnect with their downtown, their neighborhood, and their community.
So Community Corrections Association and Cityscape have been joined at the hips ever since its inception. So we do a lot of community service with individuals who are coming back into the community from either state or federal prison. And the collaboration with CCA and Cityscape has been there since the beginning.
Proof that sometimes the most powerful transformations don't come from grand plans, but from grassroots efforts, and the belief that every street can tell a better story.
So from me to Scott, we joke back and forth all the time. Two things. Even when we disagree, we agree. And he had me at hello.
All right, before we wrap up this wild edition of Valley Spotlight from the Sunrise Inn of Warren, we have to end, and we have to save the best till last. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say,
yes.
yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Brett Miller, for those of you who maybe don't know who this young individual is, it's actually his son. But you, in your own life and in your own short amount of years on earth, have experienced so much when it comes to music. So tell us what you've done briefly, and then why it is that the drummer, the kid, the guy who's behind the drum set is now sitting there with that.
Well, I mean, I've been grateful enough to play with the Huck and Philbillies around here and, up in Geneva and all these great shows that I've been fortunate enough to join them with. And, I've moved on and been able to pursue my love for metal as well. And, with this, I mean, I was looking for people to play guitar for me because I play the drums and, couldn't find anybody. So I had to do it myself, Nobody's going to do it. I got to do it myself. So. Yeah.
All right, you posted a video on the internet, and a pretty big deal band picked up.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. Can I maybe you don't tell me. I'm gonna ask Dad to tell me.
All right.
Is that okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna pull the parent card.
Well, Brett's hero is Zach Wilde. For those of you who don't know, started off as a 19-year-old guitar player with Ozzy Osbourne, and Brett has found him and began looking up to him and started taking up his passion for guitar by watching his videos and learning all of his music. And about a week ago, about 11:30 at night, I get a all caps text, and I can't even repeat the words, but he was so excited, and he posted this video, and Zach picked it up and tagged him and put it on his website, and within a couple days, it had 15 to 20,000 views already.
We're just lucky to say that we know you, and big things are coming. And I was really hoping that we were going to be able to announce them today, but I don't want to make anybody upset. So please go online and follow Brett Miller. You're on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And you're on Facebook.
Correct.
If people want to follow you, give them the Instagram
handle. Absolutely.
What is it?
I just Brett Miller. Just look up Brett Miller and you'll find me. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, get some rest, okay?
All right.
All right.
Let's go get some coffees, guys. Let's go.
But first, we have to do our Metro monthly calendar.
Yes.
We love the Metro monthly calendar.
Who's gonna be going first?
No, that would be me.
Okay, what's up first, Bobby?
The Sweet Memories Vintage Teas. They'll host a grand opening for its Golden Age Vintage Market from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Friday, April 10th. It's located at 1282 Trumbull Avenue in Girard.
How about the boating education course?
Yes,
You wanna handle
we
that
have a free boating education course. Comes to Mosquito Lake State Park from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, April 11th. Brush up on your safety skills in the water. To register, email jason.lee at dnr.ohio.gov. A lot of dots.
Wow. All right, guys, this is a little known fact on our show, but I played against the Harlem Globetrotters.
I saw that.
Oh.
Did you really?
I did. Yes.
I was really young back then.
Wow.
My nickname on the Generals was Leaping Lauren Lindsay. Guess how many baskets I made?
0.
0.
Okay. Oh, hey.
No baskets. I mean, no baskets, but they are coming back. Our Harlem Globetrotters are going to be playing at the Covelli Center. I will not be playing, don't worry. On Monday, April 13th, as part of their 100-year tour.
Wow.
Tip-off starts at 7 p.m. Just visit CovelliCenter.com for tickets. You want to go with Thrive Mahoney
Yeah, let's
Valley?
do it. All right. Thrive Mahoney Valley will collect adult bikes at the West Side Bowl from noon to 4 p.m. On Sunday, April 14th. The bike drive helps area residents facing transportation barriers.
Okay.
All right.
Who wants to talk about bourbon?
Well, that's all you.
Go ahead.
Oh, I like a drink or 2 or 4, depending on how the day is going. Yes, sample a curated lineup of premium bourbons during a bourbon tasting at the Doubletree Hotel. The tasting occurs from 5:30 to 7 on Thursday, April 16th. Call 330-333-8284 for tickets.
And last but not least,
Very dear to my heart, animals who need rescued. The Healthy Hearts and Paws Project will host Rockin' with Rescues on April 17th at Leo's Restaurant, one of our good friends, and that's in Howland. The event features small plates and a spring fashion show. Proceeds will go toward paying the veterinary bills of adoptable shelter pets. Text 330-240-5761 for ticket information.
guys, that's a wrap. You did so well today.
Oh, you've coached us well.
Like we've done it before.
You two, you can come back anytime you want.
All right.
I have a feeling once he leaves us, he doesn't come back for a long time. So, guys, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Visit them at the Sunrise Inn of Warren. They serve breakfast all day. It starts 9 a.m. And of course, some of the most famous pizza in the state of Ohio. You guys serve it here, and I'm grateful.
Thank you. You know what? We're grateful for you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, well, hey, that's nice to hear from friends. We're gonna do a retro commercial. Any guesses as to what it's gonna be?
Thank you, Easter Bunny.
Chickens.
Yeah, something like that.
Something more cuddly. Yeah. Bigger. Friendlier, maybe. Thank you. Not quite what we had in mind, yes.
Everyone wants to be the Cadbury Bunny, because only he brings Cadbury cream eggs with their delicious milk chocolate outside and creamy filling. While others may keep trying, there's only one Cadbury Bunny, and no bunny knows Easter better than him.
WFMJ TV, Youngstown.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.